What's up guys, my name is Adat and welcome back to another video on the channel. So we have FaZe Cam in today's video for you guys. If you guys want more FaZe Cam, let me know in the comment section down below, and you can also let me know by hitting that like button down below. Now we've got another special video for you guys. I think a month ago it's been a very long time now. I uploaded a video on using F2 Texas custom tactics and player instructions in FUT Champions and the results it got me. Now I am going to do this with Huge Gorilla's custom tactics and player instructions on his most recent video where he uploaded his custom tactics and player instructions. He got two different videos, so he done one near the beginning and he's done one a couple of months after that. So these custom tactics and player instructions are taken from that video, and you guys are seeing the 4-1-2-1-2 on the screen right now guys, but this isn't the actual formation he does use, so don't worry about that. It's not the 4-1-2-1-2 wide, although I think the 4-1-2-1-2 wide is an absolutely amazing formation in this game and I enjoy it a lot. Now you guys are going to see some FUT Champs gameplay in this video and you're going to be quite impressed by the results I get. Now I'm going to tell you guys I did go undefeated because I did in the games I played with this team in FUT Champions. So using these custom tactics and player instructions, I have lost 0 games in FUT Champions, and you guys are going to see the stats on the cards right now. Now you guys are probably seeing some familiar faces from my last formation review I did. Now I couldn't really be bothered to change the team around, but I had to sell some players, so you're going to see some different players at the beginning of the gameplay to what you're going to see near the end of the gameplay. So I did bring Alaba in, I brought Kimmich in, and I think that's pretty much what I did, because I had a free back before, because I did the 3-4-1-2 formation review and I had Sule at the back, and what would happen is I'd have Sule and Bellarabi playing as fullbacks. Now Bellarabi can play that fullback position actually very well. He's got very good physical presence, he's very strong, and he's quite tall as well, so he can win the ball back and he's got that pace, so he fit that role very well. But it was just Sule was getting caught out way too much, so I thought I'd give these custom tactics, these player instructions and the formation a fair chance. So what I did was I went and got actual fullbacks in Kimmich and Alaba. So this is the team we went ahead and used. Now I've already told you guys this isn't the formation that Huge Gorilla actually uses, so I'm going to be showing you guys what I changed to in the game plan. So let's get into the team right now. So in goal we have Leno. Now Leno played 12 games with 0 goals, 0 assists. Now I did play a couple of games off camera with Huge Gorilla's custom tactics and player instructions. I think I've got 4 games in this video, and I did play another 2 games as well. So with these custom tactics and player instructions I am 6-0. So I played 2 games off camera, and this formation, it was just amazing. I played an extra 2 games. I wanted to play some more FIFA, and I really wanted to test it out for another 2 games, and it wasn't a fluke guys. These custom tactics and player instructions are absolutely amazing. Now some people think that custom tactics and player instructions don't have an effect at all. Now you guys are going to see the teams I face and what my team is going to do with these custom tactics and player instructions, because in my opinion they do have an effect. The way your team lines up and what you tell them to do, the instructions you give them, is going to have an impact on the style of play you play and how your team adapt to your opposition. So in goal we have Leno, in right back we have Kimmich. Now Kimmich going for 19,750 coins, and this is the upgraded version. That's a very good price for an 86 rated Kimmich card, which was very good. He doesn't feel like he's got 73 pace in game, to be honest with you guys, but these are his in-game stats with the basic chem style. Next in we have Tar. Now Tar, I had him in the last formation review, 4.9k. Boateng 32,750 coins, and then in the left back role we have Alaba. Now Alaba, he hasn't got 82 pace in game. That surprised me a lot. I didn't even realize he had 82 pace. EA have done him dirty this FIFA. It's only giving him 82 pace, really? 16k, 4 games, 0 goals, 1 assist. So he is a well-rounded card. I'm just surprised. Alaba isn't that slow in my opinion. Then in the DM role we have Goretzka. Now before I had Khedira when we did have the 3-4-1-2 formation review video, but I went ahead and sold him. And when I switched to the formation and game plans, I did have Bellarabi and Goretzka in the DM role. Now that isn't great to have Bellarabi in there, but he had to do, and he was okay as well in that position, to my surprise. So Goretzka, great all-rounded card. In the right mid role, Bellarabi, he's played 12 games, 5 goals and 2 assists. Absolutely amazing player, and he has higher work rates as well, which is great for a winger. Now in the left mid role, we have Royce, 4-star, 12 games, 7 goals, 9 assists. Absolutely amazing card, 23,250 coins. He's also got an upgraded cam card, which is 88 rated, so if you want to play him in the cam role and you want him to get that boost of cam, then you can get that 88 rated card as well. It's quite an upgrade as well. So I've already shown you guys his in-games, I think, but if I haven't, then here they are again. Now in the cam role, I played Draxler, 12 games, 7 goals, 7 assists. Now if we look at his weak foot and his skill moves, those are great. His height is very good as well. Medium work rates, which are decent for a cam, and you guys are going to see the formation I use. So medium work rates are more than adequate for that role he's going to be playing in the formation we do go ahead and use. So his in-game stats are right there. Now up front we have Werner. Now Werner, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. That 3-star skill moves, if you're a skiller, that might be a bit of a problem, but his pace is absolutely amazing and it helped me out a lot. 5.4k, 12 games, 11 goals and 7 assists. That just shows you how great this card is. Now getting into his in-game stats, you guys are seeing them right there. So we have him at right striker and left striker, just how we line up at the beginning of the game before we switch to the actual formation. We have Muller here. Now Muller, 12 games, 8 goals and 8 assists. So he set me back 24,500 coins. He's also got 4-star weak foot, which is great. But yet again, he has 3-star skill moves, which is the same as Werner. So that might be a bit of a problem for you skillers. So he has higher work rates, which are very good. Now getting into his in-game stats, those are some decent in-game stats right there. His pace lets him down quite a bit, but that stamina makes up for it. So guys, that is the squad I am going to be taking into this video. Now I'm going to get into custom tactics and the play instructions and the formation, and I will be right back. Now getting into the custom tactics, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to go on to the game plans first, and you guys can see right here the formation Huge Griller does use is the 4-2-3-1. Now let's look at how I line up. So we have Werner up top. I play Draxler in that middle cam role, Muller on the right, Royce on the left. Then we have Bellarabi and Goretzka in the DM roles, as I've already said. And then we've got the normal back four. So let's get into custom tactics now. Huge Griller likes to play pressure on heavy touch. Now I think that's great in the 4-2-3-1 because you don't want players getting out of position too much. This formation's got a very good structure to it, so pressure on heavy touch is a good selection for this formation. So you have 4 bars of width and 4 bars of depth. Huge Griller likes to use, so nothing too low but nothing too high. So he likes to play a more attacking style of play. Then for offensive style, he has balanced. Now he seems to be a player who likes to play a more direct style of play, but he sometimes also crosses down the wings as well. So if you have your offensive style unbalanced, it's not completely eliminating the chances of you guys maybe crossing as well as obviously playing direct. Now he uses 5 bars of width. He has players in the box on 3 bars as well. So that just shows he doesn't cross a lot, but he's not completely eliminating the chance of crossing. And he has corners and free kicks on 3 bars. Now getting into his player instructions, he has both fullbacks on stay back or attacking, his right defensive mid on man mark, stay back or attacking, and cover centre, which he says is extremely important, especially the cover centre. And on his left defensive midfielder, he has cut passing lane, stay back or attacking, and cover centre. On his right attacking midfielder, he's done nothing, and on his left attacking midfielder, he's done nothing as well. Left everything the same, and on his middle cam, he's got stay forward, which is extremely important in this formation. You always want someone up there as a playmaker for your striker and someone who can get up there and support your striker, someone for your striker to pass to. So we have our middle cam on stay forward. Now we have Draxler in that position for us, but for you guys, you'd want your best cam in this role preferably. Maybe someone who has a less of a physical presence if you're using a player like that, because they're going to be tracking back less and they're going to be the playmaker in this formation. I'd think of someone like David Silva, maybe someone who's more of a playmaker but hasn't got much of a physical presence and isn't going to be getting in a lot of tackles. And your left attacking mid and your right attacking mid, you want two players who are going to work hard. Now we're using Royce's winger card, and we're using Muller, who's a centre forward and sometimes can play striker as well. And in the striker position, we have our striker on getting behind, aggressive interceptions. Huge Griller wants his striker pressing very high up the pitch, putting a lot of pressure on the opposition's defenders, because you're really looking at defenders to make bad touches, to not have that good dribbling and make more mistakes. So he's going to be pressing a lot from the striker position. And we also have our striker on stay forward. So guys, those are the custom tactics, those are the player instructions, that's the formation that Huge Griller uses. Now let's get into the gameplay. Now getting into the first game, guys. So this guy's Informed Depay. He's got a nice team there. I think that was a Liga 1 team I was looking at right there. So Draxler and Werner doing some nice play at the beginning of the game. Draxler gets the rebound. He makes it 1-0 in the 20th minute. Early on in the game, we take that 1-0 lead. So this guy has the ball right here. Khedira manages to steal it back. Draxler passes it across to Marco Reus. Marco Reus gets the shot off. The keeper saves it, but we do get the rebound. Werner adds 2 to his name, so we're 2-0 up. We're in a comfortable position in the 60th minute. Muller's on the ball right here. His pace was decent and his stamina makes up for it quite a lot. Royce is on the ball right here after the keeper saves the shot, and we do cross it in and we managed to get a tap in over there. So it's a bit scrappy over there, but nonetheless we make it 3-0 in the 62nd minute. So Muller's on the ball right here. He's going to play it down to Werner. Werner's going to get out-muscled by Varane. Varane's on the ball. He makes a horrible pass and he passes it and puts it on a plate for Khedira. Khedira makes it 4-0 to end the game off. So he managed to take that game 4-0, so a very good result for me. You guys can see the stats right here. Pretty much dominated the whole game. 14 shots, 9 shots on target, 55% possession. And getting into the next game, this guy had a Raheem Sterling, played him at right wing when it was a left wing position card. I don't know why he did that right there. He had an Aubameyang as well, so I had to watch out for that Aubameyang because he's a very quick player and he can get in behind very well. So this guy had the ball right here. He has the ball with Pereira. Pereira plays it into Joshua King and he plays a RBNX ball across the box, a driven cross, and Sane makes it 1-0. So we're in a bad position at the beginning of the game. He manages to get the ball back, fortunately for him. Sane's on the ball. Sane plays it to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's going to shield it a bit. I do a bit of sloppy play with Tar, and Tar gives him the ball back. Aubameyang's on the ball, plays it to Sane. Sane is going to cross it in, and he manages to score that header right there. So he makes it 2-0. So I'm not in a good position here. We win the ball back. Royce plays it to Draxler. Draxler passes it to Werner. Werner's on the ball. He plays it back. So some good, nice tiki-taka, one-touch play. Draxler gets tackled, manages to stay on his feet. Muller to Royce. Royce to Draxler. And Draxler takes an amazing long shot. And that's going to go right into the back of the net. We are back into this game just like that. A 2-0 lead is never something to get comfortable on because your opponent scores 1 goal and he's in it. And that's what we meant to do to our opponent. We put the pressure on. I was dominating in stats. Werner takes that shot in the 57th minute and we managed to make it 2-2. So we're back into the game just like that, and we're in the 81st minute now, and Draxler is on the ball right here. He plays a bit of nice close control play, passes the ball to Muller. Muller takes a shot. We get the lucky deflection. Sometimes you get fortunate, sometimes you get unlucky, but luck was on our side in this game and we managed to make it 3-2. Well, when I say luck was on our side, it wasn't. He makes it 3-3 and I absolutely dominated the stats, guys. I was completely pressurizing my opposition. I didn't know how we managed to get it to extra time, but we played the ball through to Goretzka here. His shot gets blocked. We do a drag back. Goretzka on the ball, does another drag back, plays it to Draxler. Draxler's on the ball. Draxler manages to make it 4-3 in the 97th minute. So we are 4-3 up. Straight from the kickoff, we win the ball back. Draxler's on the ball, plays it to Marco Reus. Marco Reus is on the ball right here, plays it through to Draxler. Draxler plays it through to Muller. Muller finds himself free, takes the shot, but this guy panics and he takes me down in the penalty area, and we are going to get a penalty to wrap up the game. 5-3, we do make it. Now, I said wrap up the game, but as I said earlier on in this game, a 2-goal lead is never something to get comfortable on. He has the ball here. We managed to win it back with Bellarabi, and I believe we do go ahead and score again. Draxler's on the ball. Draxler plays it to Muller. Muller finds himself through. He's looking for options right there. Goretzka plays it to Reus, and my players are pretty much run low on stamina right here, but fortunately we do make it 6-3 and we have enough stamina to get that goal in right there. So Reus makes it 6-3 in extra time, and we find ourselves in a very good position. This guy crosses it in, so I lose concentration a bit there and I allow him to get back into the game. It's 6-4, but anyway, if he scores 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, that would be very bad for me. So we do go ahead and win 6-4. Now into the next game, this guy has Mahrez, he has an informed Lacazette right there. So a great team. He manages to do me with a scoop turn. Goretzka wins the ball back though. Nice recovery right there. And this is pretty early on in the game. Alaba is the ball. Alaba plays it off to Werner, and Werner is going to put it straight past the keeper. I thought he was going to move the keeper. He did try and move the keeper right there. So I had to take a second to compose myself and put it into the back of the net. So he has the ball here in the 19th minute, and he's on the attack. He plays a over-the-top through ball. I haven't seen them a lot in this game, and I take Werner off the line and I try and get him to put some pressure on my opposition, but he is calm, he is cool, he's collective, and puts it into the back of the net in style with a volley. Now we play the ball to Werner and we come back with a quick reply. We make that 2-1 in the 33rd minute. This video is full of goals right here. From a corner, nothing comes from it, but we do manage to get a rebound and we make it 3-1 right there. But this guy, he's going to try and reply back, is he? But is it our goal or not? I'm not too sure what happens here. So Werner's on the ball. Werner does a drag back. He wins the ball back, fortunately. Plays it to Tor. Tor plays it to Reus, and Werner, nice finesse shot, opens up the body, he finds the angle, and he makes it 4-1. Now the game's 4-1. I believe this guy actually rage quits in this game. I'm not sure if he does or does not. I'm sure we got a few rage quits in this video, but Alaba's on the ball, he's pushing up yet again. That's what I'm saying. His presence is always felt all around the pitch, and he's constantly working hard. So the 82 pace, that's what I was confused about in the first part of this video. But we do score with Marco Reus and we get the 5-1 win, and this guy goes ahead and rage quits. Now we get into our last game, and look at that team. Foot birthday Milinkovic Savic. Let's not even talk about that. Let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, and this is an example of how constant tactics and player instructions and the way you play actually has an effect. Team isn't everything, guys, and you guys are going to see that. How much is this team worth? Probably 200k, something like that, and you guys are going to see me play absolutely amazing in this game, and you guys are going to see what happens. You probably already know what happens because I told you guys I do go undefeated earlier on in this video. So we're 1-0 up. This guy from a corner on the counter attack plays it to Nedved. We're playing against Nedved, and we have Jonathan Tah and we have Boateng at the back. And Cristiano Ronaldo, he equalizes it for him. Not even normal Cristiano Ronaldo. Wants to watch Cristiano Ronaldo. 98 rated. Makes it 1-1. And we find ourselves back at square one. Now, I wanted to beat this guy so much. I looked at that team. I wanted to prove a point here. I wanted to show you guys how team isn't everything. How if you're persistent, you never give up, then you can get something out of a game. No matter how many goals you're losing by, no matter what's going on in the game, if you guys are being unlucky, if your opponent scored a set piece goal or anything like that, if you're just persistent, remain calm, composed, you can get something out of a game. Draxler plays it to Werner. Werner makes it 3-1. We do get a bit fortunate. That's luck going our way, guys. If you're just playing FIFA and you're calm and composed, luck will go your way sometimes, guys. But he has the ball here with Nedved. I believe we're going to win this back. So some good pressurizing play. And Draxler's on the ball. Draxler plays it. The ball gets passed back to one of my players. And we make it 4-1 right there. So the interception went back to Goretzka, which I felt bad for this guy, but if luck goes your way, you have to take the chance. So it's 4-1 right here, and this is where I started to get a bit complacent. I thought the game was over, and we do go ahead and we give a penalty right here. So at 4-1, I'm thinking I'm going to win this game, but just like that, this guy takes the penalty, I save it, and there's some scrappy play right there, and he manages to make it 4-2. So Ronaldo was on the ball, plays it to Nakata, Nakata's on the ball, Nakata plays it to Vieira. Just look at these big cards, and you're seeing me with a 200k team. It's just totally unfair, but you guys are going to see that he does go ahead and score and makes it 4-3. And we do manage to hold the game out, and we do win it 4-3, guys. So right there, that's just an example, if you're persistent, what can happen. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. F2 Tex, I believe I went undefeated in that video, and Huge Griller, I've also gone undefeated with his custom tactics and player instructions right there. So these pros definitely know what they're doing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't